Star Wars Jedi Knights, issue number 1. Let's get into it. Star Wars Jedi Knights, the invasion of the Syrix Prime, is a time of relative contentment, while Supreme Chancellor Valorum and the Galactic Senate oversee democracy across the Republic. Thousands of Jedi Knights maintain peace and justice across the star. However, there is still conflict in the galaxy. Centuries of distrust and tension between the outer rim worlds of Akura and Syrix Prime have broken out into open warfare in Vakur's invasion of Syrix Prime. In response to the crisis, Chancellor Valorum has dispatched a contingent of Jedi Knights to bring about an end to the fighting. Syrix Prime, we see the Jedi Knights coming to fight against the enemies. Well, Master Yoda, how would you say peace talks are coming along?
Unappreciated at the moment. Your wit, Master Windu.
Yoda, Master of Masters. Gallows humor, my friend. Mace Windu, already a legend. Ki Adi Mundi, methodical with a binary brain.
Such a dark way to view the galaxy. On my world, it is said that peace does not exist without war.
Veta Mooncrest, headstrong and fierce.
Invaded Sirius Prime has been unprovoked attacked. Defend the planet we must before any negotiations can begin.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padawan learner, don't count out my master Qui-Gon, is on the current homeworld right now. If anyone can negotiate a ceasefire, it's him. Vakura. General Lavko, thank you for agreeing to see us. Certainly. Why would I refuse the honor of being visited by 2 Jedi Knights? Because you know the reason we're here. Of course, just as you must know that withdrawal of our forces is impossible. Qui-Gon Jinn, Maverick. And why is that? Baram Khana, overconfident, recently knighted. The politics in this system are complex, Master Jedi. I wouldn't know where to begin. Trying to explain centuries of conflict in a handful of minutes? And you don't have to. I've accompanied Master Jin because I'm familiar with the cultures and traditions in this sector. With respect to culture and tradition, it's not war, Master Jedi. This is getting us nowhere. Baron, don't. Baron begins to use a Jedi mind tract. You will order your troops to stand down and withdraw from Syrix Prime. No, I will certainly not. I'm sorry. Was that what you call a Jedi mind trick? I've never seen one attempted in person, but I understand them to only work on the weak-minded. General, you should know, we are here on orders of Supreme Chancellor himself, and it's his wish that you and the Syrians resolve this present conflict. On Rakura, we have a saying, if wishes were Zagrin, every person would be a Simra. Which is a colorful way of saying neither the Galactic Senate nor its Jedi lapdogs will prevent us from bringing Syrix Prime to its name. Syrix Prime.
I don't think Master Yoda wanted us to wander so far from the battle, Master Galia.
Adi Galia, highly intuitive. Sira Longa, calm under pressure, recently knighted.
It was Master Yoda who suggested this little detour, Sierra. The galaxy is large, and our knowledge of this system isn't what it should be. Are you suggesting this isn't a Jedi matter? No, though I'm lamenting that circumstances are so urgent here that we have been forced to be involved ourselves without having all the available facts. By the books of wonders, what is this? It looks to be a prison. For who? Who are they keeping captive? Well, sir, there is only one way to answer that question. Oh my! That was one way to put it. We must report back to Master Yoda.
Halt! You Jedi shouldn't be here. You're coming with me.
Well, I can certainly see why your masters would prefer that we won't. I think not. You will turn around and resume your patrol and forget you ever saw us.
I will turn around, resume my patrol, and forget I ever saw you.
What are we going to do?
Vakura. Do about what? About what we learned back there. We learned nothing. But we suspect. Suspicion is not knowledge. Theories are not truth. I will discuss this with the council, and only then will we. Wait, I sense. And attack. and we see a masked assassin going to attack Qui-Gon Jinn. Vroom, as he activates his lightsaber, ready for battle. Whom, scratch, crash, whom, ah, zoom. Master Qui-Gon, whom, ah. And we see he was thrown back by this evil assassin. Qui-Gon looks like he's getting angry. Foomp, as Qui-Gon Jinn uses his force powers to shove the assassin into a wall. It's over, my not-so-talkative friend. There's nowhere for you to run. Who do you work for? Valkyra? Cyrix Prime? Why did you attack us? Chick! Thump! The assassin activates some sort of smoke screen and is able to escape. Bam. Who was that? I wish I knew. Curious, for all that his incessant chatter, he failed to mention his name. But he didn't speak a word. I believe it's called making a joke. What are you doing? I believe it's called gathering evidence. Witty. Now, let us return to Cyrix Prime. We have much to discuss with the High Jedi Council. Master Qui-Gon and I met Valkyra's leader, General Lafko. He was, by turns, obstinate and aggressive. But we suspect that both qualities stemmed from fear. I am concerned that the Valkyrians are not the true aggressors in this conflict, and Cyrix Prime led us to believe.
Sensed this in General Lafko, did you?
No, Master, his feelings were protected against the Jedi arts. In this case, I rely on my instincts.
I fear those instincts were born out of the reconnaissance Sira and I conducted. We discovered what appeared to be a massive prison camp near the southern border. The captors were all from Valkyra. Given that, it would appear this wasn't an all-out invasion.
Then, what would it be? Sasite, skilled pilot, communicating from Coruscant.
A rescue mission. It seems matters here are more nuanced than we were initially led to believe.
How so? Valkyra's invasion was unprovoked.
Only, according to Syrinx, moved so swiftly to stop the violence we did, that pause to ascertain all the facts we did not.
Had we were determined that both sides have culpability here.
Yarful proof. Kierman, deceptively serene. Shakti, particularly skilled in group combat. Suspicion is not knowledge. Theories are not truth.
Indeed, wise beyond your years, you are, Master Kana.
In any case, your mission remains unchanged, and that mission is still to bring peace to this system.
Yaddle, Mauricio, practitioner.
Regardless of who started the conflict.
But how do we broker a truce if there are two sides who won't agree to negotiate?
We persuade them that it is in their best interest too.
And how do we do that?
See, you will.
Valkyra. Are you sure this will work, Master? The best way to put out a fire, my young Padawan, is to deprive it of oxygen.
We've arrived in the Valkyrian shipyards.
Defend yourselves as needed, but remember that our primary objective is to eliminate Valkyra's ability to wage war. Cyrix Prime.
There it is. The Serixian Weapon Forge. I take it everyone has the thermal detonators.
Thank you for seeing me, President Haas.
Of course, Master Yoda. What can I do for you? Cyrix Prime, Central Command Base. You can explain why Valkyra has invaded Cyrix Prime. Masters Jin and Kana said that you are evasive on this point. Valkyra, General Lafko's private quarters.
You have to understand politics involved here. The relationship between Valkyra and Cyrix Prime is very complex.
So, I've been told, but a complexity is no excuse for dishonesty. I assure you, where we have hidden nothing. All those prisoners are prisoners of war.
Women, children, were waging war against you? Far too old to be soldiers, many of them are. Truthfully, you are not being.
I'm sorry, it's just that is the custom of my world. It is share nothing with outsiders. But it doesn't matter, because right now,
Right now?
my fellow Jedi Knights are taking out your shipyards.
Sabotaging your weapons. Forged they are.
I take it you've never seen a Jedi in action before.
Agents of peace we are, but we fight when we must.
I imagine it's a little overwhelming for you. The Jedi Order can sometimes be like a force of nature.
And never more powerful we are than when we are fighting for justice.
And we see all the Jedi Knights doing their duties as warriors of the Republic. Hell yeah, Mandos! By sundown, your ability to maintain your attack against Cyrix Prime will be severely diminished.
Repel the Curse evasion. You will not be able to. It is time.
It is time to agree to come to the bargaining table.
To the bargaining table, you must come and make peace.
And we see the two opposing groups come together and make peace. Coruscant, capital planet of the Galactic Republic. Master Qui-Gon, may I have a word? Of course, it's an opportune time, and my Padawan is presenting trainer with Master Yoda. I've been reflecting on your observation that suspicion is not knowledge and theories are not truth. But in the case of a Kura-Cyrix conflict, our suspicion and our theory turned out to be accurate. True enough. At any rate, it has had me thinking about suspicions and theories, and I believe I developed both for why we were attacked back on Vakura. Go on. We weren't attacked. You were. The assailant barely paid me any mind, and did so only when I moved to engage him. And then there's your piece of your robe the attacker accidentally cut off with his sword. This was sewn to it. The fabric, a microburst transmitter. The miniaturization of the tech is one of the craftsmanship I've never seen before, but it operates very similarly to a cloaked binary beacon. You're saying that our attacker, my attacker, was tracking me? I don't know how he was able to weave the tracker into your fabric of your robe, but that is a mystery for another day. The more pressing question is, who would want to try and kill you?
And so it begins. A new lesson. Feel the force. Concentrate. Yes. You close eyes. More, you see?
Yes, Master, though it feels different this time somehow.
More focused you are. The images are clearer.
Yes, exactly. Remarkable.
Yes, a powerful skill and ability to see the future is. But the future is like water, always flowing, forever changing.
You mean these events aren't going to come to pass?
Some will, some will not. The Force reveals futures, days. Days to come, days not to be.
And we see all the possible futures that could happen. We see Obi-Wan looking into himself in the future. We see the evil version of Count Dooku. And the possible future of this comic book content with evil Yoda in the horizon.
And days that may yet be.
How do I know which visions will happen and which ones won't?
Impossible to know, except with time.
I cannot accept that.
Why? What did you see that troubles you so?
I saw Master Qui-Gon in combat against someone.
Who kills him? Next, stay tuned for Jedi Knights number 2. Yoda and Veda Mooncrest face the tyranny of Atha Prime. The Jedi face a new threat in the form of a deadly and brilliant Atha Prime, featuring creepy Jedi vs. monster action, and the identity of Qui-Gon Jinn's would-be assassin is revealed. Stay tuned, Mandos!